So GMB pros, welcome everyone that's watching the lines. We have administrator. I'm not sure who you are. Those that are catching the replay, appreciate everyone's support. As you know, mine and William's goal for GMB pros is to help you with your agency to grow it or get better results for your customers. So, as our normal guest, Rhys, and we have some special reviews and updates for you. And
Hello,
what's up, my
everybody.
man?
Hey,
How
I'm
you
doing
doing?
pretty, having a good week. The weather's nice and warm. Summer's coming. It's a good
Yes,
time to be alive, that's for sure.
yes.
Yes, so we've got a bit of an update on the fencing business. So I will just get up a new document.
I'm gonna plug in the laptop here.
Post 14th of May. 14th of
How's,
May.
does it get really hot out there, Riz?
Not usually. It's pretty mild, but you know, with the global warming and climate change and everything, it's getting more and more extreme. But summer here is typically sort of 22, 23 degrees Celsius.
Summers?
And that's like 71 to 75 Fahrenheit.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's not bad for
Yeah.
that's your summer. So it must be really cold during the winter.
Yeah, the winter's pretty cold, like sort of what, 30 or something, like 0.
Dang, there is?
Yeah, sometimes 32, it's like not average, but you'll get a few weeks or a month where it's like sort of 32, 35.
So it's about quarter to noon here, and at my house is 79. In LA, it's 68 Fahrenheit, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
So
that's a big difference.
yeah.
Yeah, today was hot. Today was like 78 here.
Okay, about the same as my
It's
house.
unseasonably warm. It's like maybe 4 or 5 degrees above the average.
Mine.
Screen share. Alrighty, so hopefully everybody can see my screen now.
Yep.
Since we last spoke about this, I think it was a month ago, because I don't think we spoke about this 2 weeks ago. We did the tool review. So if we go back to April, oh yeah, okay. So the first thing that we started to do was we wanted to rank for aluminium pool fencing. So adding a secondary service into the map, and we ran a scan and we ranked pretty well. So we then saw some drop-offs on all the keywords, as you can see here as well. From April, sort of dropped off a little bit. Not 100% sure why. Maybe we lost a couple of reviews or something. We did decrease the CTR, but it seems to have had a positive impact. So looking forward, the rank's pretty much the same as what it was for this term, but it's improved over the month if we don't include the first scan. So that's good. We've recovered that. And then if we go forward to the other keywords, that's a new one we've started tracking, just fencing. So that's just started in May, and it's jumping around, but not really too important, because we are just pool fencing. We go to the secondary. This one, what did we do? We set it up maybe 2 months ago, I think, to start tracking this. And April, we jumped in, doing pretty well, but we've dropped back in mid-April. But you can see here, you know, it's jumping around, but we've recovered that as well. So I'm not 100% sure what happened, why we saw the drop. It could have been because the CTR was reduced a little bit and the reviews were reduced. Maybe a couple of the reviews dropped off in the past couple of weeks. But I think in terms of building up the strength and optimizing the profile, when we started doing that a couple of months ago, or maybe even more now, 3 or 4 months ago, you're going to see a delayed response. So when we're doing optimization initially and then bringing in CTR and getting customer reviews, if something negative happens, like a drop in traffic or a drop in reviews, because we're still getting momentum from the press release and the citations and the optimization of the website and the setup of the products, it's not as detrimental as if, say, we were to just run CTR and then turn it off, where I'm sure a lot of people have seen a situation where you've run CTR and then you've stopped and the rankings have dropped off to what they were before the CTR. But when you set up the foundations first, it's going to continue growing and improving because things drip feed out when it comes to Google. You do a bunch of work, it takes months to see results, and you keep climbing as you go. So I think what's interesting, and I'd like to get your take on this as well, Alfredo, is I've dropped the CTR, but the rank is still climbing. So
Well, yeah, I was gonna say usually I don't know how often you see it, but it's about a 7-day, like either way, like when you start it, it's about a 7-day where I start like real results, right? Where okay, this is from what I did 7 days ago, 7 to 10 days. I don't know if
yeah,
you see that.
yeah, something like that.
When did you turn it off?
Oh, like a month ago.
Oh, and
Oh,
it's still going up?
yeah. We
So I
didn't
mean
turn
that's our ultimate goal, right? It's like
because we did
get it to
sorry, go on.
no, I was gonna say that's gonna be our ultimate goal is to get it where then it picks up on its own and then you can drop it off.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The thing is, it's not being supplemented from the total amount of natural clicks. Because I mean, in the first month, I mean, I've got the analytics here. Let's have a look. Um, the first month we had 323 interactions, and then 250, and then 200. I mean, actually, we're only halfway through May, so that's picking up. That's interesting. 45 profile interactions on the 8th of May. Wow. Let me
When you turned it off a month ago?
it's not off, I just reduced it because I started with a huge blast.
Mhm.
And I mean we did like 80 a day for a single keyword just to blast it. Well, let me log into CTR driver dashboard and we'll have a look at um actually just stop sharing the screen. Because no one really talks about the numbers, and I'd like to talk about the numbers.
Yeah, because I know for a few days my proxies were down and I was checking on some of the accounts and I, those 2 days didn't really affect me.
Yeah, yeah. I think it takes like, I mean, from what I've seen when it has dropped, it takes like 4 or 5 days to drop at least.
That fast? How far did it go? Because usually if it's high, it'll take me probably about the same time to drop versus it just depends how high it is, you know?
Um, I think like when I'm doing tests on businesses and not doing other stuff, I think it's sort of, then it's probably sort of 5 days. But if you're doing other stuff, you'll get
It
you'll
takes
get
longer.
It's orbs won't drop.
Yeah. So I'm working on a roofer right now. I have them on CTR. I'm white labeling is the problem, but the marketing agency, I'm gonna test that out. Like I'm gonna do an audit of the website stuff I want to apply because I noticed when you tie both of them into it kind of hold strong, especially if the website is strong and back and it's in all the best practices.
Mm.
Um, that's another little test I wanted to do is see if I can get it to stick, especially when you tie both of them together.
Everything compounds, definitely.
Because we did that test, right? As far as dialing in the website, not doing nothing but the website, and we saw a jump.
Doing which one, sorry?
The where we didn't do no CTR, just optimize the website.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, that worked well. That jumped
Yeah.
up a lot. It's still up. Yeah, so I think I need to check the numbers. I don't have the exact reports, but maybe I ran, maybe late April I started a new campaign, but reviews are down. I think we had 13 the other day or 14, now there's 11. But
Yeah.
I
Let me
mean,
know too on reviews. I have a source with stickiness. It's not the best review as far as content, but I'm finding that they're sticking. And
nice.
it's literally just 5 star. I'm
Oh yeah,
focusing on the profiles. So when they hit it just with the 5 star, I'm sticking.
nice.
So
That's important.
yeah.
So again, we've seen a drop. Maybe the CTR stopped 24th. Actually, it did,
Last month, so not even a month ago.
but I restarted it. But I think there was like a bit of it in between. Like the 19th of March, I started a campaign, and that campaign ran until the 18th of April. So till here, that was the last scan. This is actually fascinating. And then
You're not
you,
sharing your screen, right?
oh shit. This is fascinating, guys. Look at this. Keeping it all for myself. So the campaign started on the 19th of March, ended on the 18th of April. So we've got the 16th of April here, which is the last scan, where you can see it's being improving from there with the CTR. And then we've got a slight decrease where we lose some of these outside twos, and then a larger decrease, all while the CTR's off. And then kind of bouncing. I turned the CTR back on the 23rd of April. And on the 24th of April, it's ranking better. It then dips off over the end and comes back.
Which is
But that's
expected. That's what I see. I see it drop and then come back up.
it's only a
And
few days.
just like we see it here.
It also happened back here. So this campaign, the CTR finished on the 16th of March. And then on the 19th, it ranked like this. And then on the 20th and the 21st, it dropped off completely on all the keywords. It's the same thing. And then on the 20th, I switched the CTR back on. And then on the 21st, it had all its rank back. And it seems like even
It's
in the few,
steady.
even in the few days here, where between the 18th of April when it was cut off and the 24th or the 23rd when it was put back on, this scan on the 22nd is less. I mean, sort of 4 days. What about this one? 22nd. No real change there.
It seems like all the keywords are holding this pattern. Some
Yeah,
of it
that's
is tougher.
which makes me believe it's based on the engagement and the traffic of the business, not on the keyword. I mean, same ranking and then see, yeah, strange. Interesting thing. It seems to be very like jumping up and down. I mean, the 17th of April, this ranked well, and then you can see it started ranking poorly again. And then on the 24th, you can see it ranks better, and then
Mhm.
off and then on again. It's insane. It's all the same. I need to. I'm going to get the numbers for all the CTR campaigns and plot it, and we can correlate the ranking to how much traffic was done each day. Because I mean,
Yeah,
it might even be a daily thing.
I know
I
I
mean,
see you track it really, really tight. I don't track
yeah,
it that tight.
no, I come in,
Um,
I do a lot of manual scans when I'm testing stuff.
mm,
And it comes, you get really, I mean, the APIs aren't accurate enough to sort of take this for 100% fact. But when
right.
all the keywords and the trends are the same and it correlates to the CTR, you can kind of make an assumption.
Wow. Now is this driving direction heavy or click heavy?
Driving direction,
Heavy.
no website interaction,
No website or
no website, just GMB and driving direction.
driving? Yeah.
And to be honest, I don't even think there's much interaction with the profile in terms of clicking on the posts and everything. I think it's mainly just goes to the profile, waits, and clicks on the driving direction. I think I set it, I think I set it up like that rather than sort of spending all of the time to click on the photos because it takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
There's only resources. I
Even
test 50 businesses. I mean,
right.
a lot of space.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Because I'm using Assassin and I use another one, and on the other one, that's all I do is just click, see the website, driving directions. Um, I can't recall. Maybe I even do phone number, but it's just kind of profile interaction.
Yeah, we're integrating at the
And then
moment.
I split it like I think I have a 50-50 mobile to desktop.
Yeah. I mean, we find that you need less clicks with with CTR driver than what we've seen in the past. And less clicks means you're not mucking up the algorithm as much.
Yeah, because that's the reason why I wanted to show some truth to the back end because I saw we were manipulating the GMB profiles, especially the calls, and I wanted to
Yeah, we
because
had them set up, but it didn't work. It didn't integrate with the reporting. Like when we click the driving directions button, it works fine. But
mhm,
the call for some reason it didn't work. But I've signed some new partners on to get it finished, and we're I sent them all of the code today and everything, so the developers are going to get started, and we should be ready to launch within a month.
right, right.
That'll be good. We'll have the website, we'll have the phone call, we'll have even more profiles of phone devices, like um, different user agents and things like that. Everything will be super. It'll be a big increase. It'll be a bigger update, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So Looking forward to getting that. It's been a while in the making. But even website clicks, like, you know, we're not sending any website clicks. I, we're not sending any website clicks as CTR. So that's all organic.
Yeah, I do that just to interact. That's why I like to type both of them in. Because on the
Yeah.
other, on the stats, and I think it has driving directions and clicks on the profile. It's all G&D driven.
Yeah.
But I'm running two because I'll do two different. One's a straight white label that I'm doing, but
Uh-huh.
they just want heavy traffic, but it's pretty established businesses.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's it. As long as they're sending a lot of brand traffic as well, they should be all right.
Yeah.
But so I must have increased the CTR because no one's driving to this business. It's a fencing website. So the fact that there's been the same amount of directions in all of April. Well, there you go. You can see when I turn the CTR back on. 40 a day. What? Oh, okay.
Direct
Well,
directions. Yeah.
so the 24th, 25th. Oh, that's interesting. That correlates to the drop. Did we send too much and cook it and then recover? Because maybe a campaign's ended.
Yeah.
I mean, what are we doing in May? 44. Why is there so many? I need to look at that. That's high. Well, there you go, folks. That's really, really high numbers, and we seem to be getting improvements still. So that's pretty new information. You don't know until you test, do you? I
Yeah.
mean, they're legit. We're not sending any CTR for clicks. We're not sending any CTR for calls. Definitely none for calls. Well, we
Yeah. I
had
was
50
I was
calls.
clicking. So those are legitimate calls then.
They're all legit. There's no calls being clicked at all. So that's pretty good. 15 calls in April in the first actual month of ranking. I mean, can't complain about that. We've had 2 in May. If you have a look, you can see that it's only registered day 1. So that's great. 5 on
Yeah. And
Friday.
again, it's probably behind 7 days right now for this
Yeah, exactly.
dashboard.
Well, it's behind at least 2 weeks on that. It doesn't have any updates from the first of.
Hmm.
It's already the 14th of May. Crazy.
Yeah. That's a lot.
That's very interesting that I'm sending so many driving directions. Check it later. That okay. Um, so the next things like what I'm going to do next is I'm going to expand the proximity, and I'm going to start doing that with the brand searches. So I'm going to add like an extra 2 or 3 kilometers onto the radius and run more brand search. Because what I find is with brand search, what I find with the brand search is when you start running branded searches in areas that you're not ranking, you start to see a lift in the ranking for actual keywords you're trying to target.
How
So,
far out do you start? What's your radius?
um, I it depends on the size of the city and the keywords used. Like I try and push it as far as feasible, like as far as reasonably possible, as long as it's not going into other towns where people wouldn't search for that keyword. Because you still got the cluster of keywords. But like 10 kilometers, 20 kilometers, 30 kilometers, depending on the business and how far it ranks already. And start with the brand searches and then brand plus keyword. And then you'll notice you'll start to show up and you'll start to get tested in those areas.
Yeah.
And when you start to get tested, that's when you need to run target CTR, because you want to be showing Google that people click on your business.
Well, 100%.
And that is $1,000 course in about 2 minutes.
Yes, the truth. That's the truth. More on.
But so yeah, we're going to expand the proximity of the branded search, and maybe I might upload some more photos to the listing. That always helps. We're probably deficient on photos. Let's have a look.
You
Yeah.
notice a boost on that? Because I run about one a week, Q&As as well.
Yeah, I think the photos are essential. I think the number of photos is very important. If your competitors have like 1,000 photos and you've got 50, well, you need to get them up.
Yeah.
What do we got? So with Klepper, we can have a look very easily. And oh, it's gonna make me look like a fool, isn't it?
Yeah, and the map. Yeah. Honestly, I've never had to work on that section.
It works on Maps, Google Maps, not the other one.
Right.
It doesn't work on the search results page. It's pretty silly. It's got 44 photos. What? 9 photos, 20 photos. 15 photos. All right, so we're not so bad. 7. So we'll add some more photos. Then we'll have more than anyone. Very strange. Map. So well on maps, but we rank well in the search. We'll add some photos and then do the CTR, and I think we should see an increase from that. We're still getting reviews coming through from clients, so that should stay, and hopefully that'll increase. We're building some links to the website, I suppose. That's something that should be mentioned. We haven't done any more blogs or articles, but we are building backlinks to the service pages. So although that doesn't directly have an impact on the maps in terms of like one backlink equals one rank, an increase in organic ranking, which we're getting, is going to correlate to the maps at least a little bit. All right, I think that's pretty much it for the update for this.
I thought I was muted. I was gonna say get William to do some socials for you.
Sorry.
I was gonna say get William to do some socials for you. Get some social profiles on there.
Yeah, the social profiles are good. They help for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just did some citations, or I mean, not just, but a few months ago. So the social profiles are good. Web 2.0s, they always help. Do we have a video citation? I'm not sure about that. That could be something worth doing. Good old shout out to Holly Starks here. The old video citation. We don't. Well, there you go. That's what's going up next. Video citation, which is just a video with keywords, photos, text, NAP on the video, and then in the description we put a link to the maps, keywords, link to the website, NAP, and that's good for associating entities for sure.
Nice.
Definitely not as powerful as it used to be, but for sure worth doing. So we'll
Yeah,
do that.
absolutely.
With Canva or things like that, you can make the videos very, very quickly. But I'm testing out, I'm testing out building a YouTube CTR bot with logged in accounts where it watches the full watch time, it interacts, comments and likes if selected, and getting some pretty good results. Like sending in sort of 20, 30 clicks, 40 clicks over a few days and getting large increases. So it's early days. We haven't tested anything insanely competitive. But I think the logged in users is a real step forward. And
Wouldn't that play to like the referral traffic? Especially,
for this, what were we doing? We were just doing direct YouTube search. So going to YouTube and searching. But it wasn't, I didn't check the SERPs to see if it landed us a featured video or anything like that. But some of the keywords went from like position sort of 15 and 20 to position 2 and 3. So really only 20, 30, 40 clicks on some of them. I was very surprised.
nice.
So might have more information about that. It's a bit of a ball's ache to set up and scale, so I'm not sure if I will. It's sort of practical for a couple of videos at the moment because there's a lot of manual work, but it could be something that we'll look into,
Yeah.
sort of integrating it into CTR Driver or something like that. Because I know we want to do organic. Once we've launched the maps, we're going to build out the front end better again and have like version 2 with the GeoGrid scans and all of that, like full auto integration with the config files, like you can update and edit live jobs and all of that. And then we're going to work on an organic bot and logged in accounts for the main software. So that's going to be super fascinating to see how we can push it with logged in accounts.
That'll be interesting.
But we'll see, might not be possible.
Yeah. All right, Riz. I think we're good, no?
Yeah, definitely. We'll
Good.
hope we've got some more increases in the next couple of weeks, and
Couple weeks.
maybe we can do another tool review or something as well. We can split it next week or
Yeah, that'll be
something.
great. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and call it for now. Hopefully, you got some insights, kind of like how we look at things. What what's the next steps to help solidify profiles. With that being said, guys, Riz will see you in 2 weeks. Much love, much success. So I'll see you guys in the next one.
See you guys.